Hi, everyone. My name is Zachary Davis. I'm a merchandising manager here at SP Richards, where I've been for the last 18 months. And within my current role, I'm tasked with driving forward our tile, tissue, and skincare categories. Previous Jansen experience where I started at Unipro Food Service right out of college and spent the first 5 to 6 years of my career. I'm based here in Atlanta, Georgia, which is really important to me because this is home. This is where I grew up, and this is still to this day where my family resides. And if you know me, nothing in this life is more important to me than family. I really enjoy spending any chance I get with them. And also, I really enjoy, being in the kitchen and cooking and trying to recreate some sort of recipe that I may have found online, but also, those type of meals like a Christmas meal or some type of game day or game night type function that bring family and friends together to a table to be able to just spend time together with one another. I also enjoy being outside. So I've recently picked up on the pickleball craze, and I enjoy that. But I also enjoy being on a golf course. I am still to this day chasing that round where I can finally break 100. But those activities I really like to do again because, those are some things you can do with family and friends that, again, give you time to spend together. I talk about being outdoors, but I was also a college football player. While in school. And one thing I took away from playing football at the collegiate level was just the team building and relationship building aspect of it, because you have to work with so many people who come from different walks of life and get to know each other and really work together to achieve an ultimate goal. And that really sticks with me because I think that goes hand in hand when you walk into a professional career, because nobody's going to achieve anything great by themselves. It takes a team. Somebody has to train you. Somebody has to show you how to use those internal systems within your organization. And then you also have to foster those relationships, not only internally with those colleagues and your leadership teams, but also externally with your supplier community. So that's really what I find unique about this Jansan space, because when I first got started, one thing that was said to me is, "Hey, the names in this space don't really change. It's just the shirts for of the organizations that they work for," and that's so true. I see that, as I said, starting off my career at Unipro Food Service and now working in the tile tissue category here at SP Richards, interacting with some of the same supplier contacts that I did when I first started out my career, which really makes it easy when you want to work together to achieve some of the organizational goals that you've been tasked with, like reducing cost of goods. So being able to sit together and strategically look at ways to negotiate a lower product cost, or working with your supplier partners at ways to get creative around lowering your MOQs, ways to reduce freight costs. These are all things that produce operational efficiency within your organization. And I've been real fortunate since being here at SP Richards to really work with leaders who encourage you to think outside of the box, who challenge you to think outside of that box, and just working with teammates to move the business forward. So really love doing cross-functional activities with my sales team, where we may look at our product offering and how do we build that out. How do we retain the current customer base that we have, but what are we missing to go after new customers and really grow this thing. So it's been a really fun ride here, and I look forward to continually doing more and taking on more tasks to continue to move the organization forward. I'm really honored to be nominated and considered for this Future Leader program program with SSWA, and I look forward to being able to sit in front of some of the industry leaders and just hear their take on where they see the industry in the next 5 to 10 years, and how someone, in the younger generation can continue to help move this industry forward. So again, I really appreciate the consideration and thank you.